Ooh. Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday to you. Happy July the 5th to you. And welcome to The Sip, your daily dose of just the right tea. Yeah. Thank you all so very much for being here. Please excuse my tardiness. I am a little tardy to the party here today. But we're here. We've made it. I hope you enjoyed your... Hey guys. Hi Akira. Hi Justine. Hello Disco Empress. Hi everybody. I hope you enjoyed or were able to find some sort of enjoyment. Hi. Hello Gabrielle. For your 4th of July holiday. Whether you are celebrating the United States or not, I hope you had a good day if you were able to have the day off. And if you worked yesterday, I hope you had a good day. If you are looking for work, I still hope you had a good day. Yesterday was okay for me. I ended up being needed in another place. There was a local spot that needed extra hands, and they called and asked if I would be able to make it. And initially I told them, well, I'm not available until after such time because I still had things to do, like, the SIP, our live stream. Hello, Alyssa. Hello, good morning, Mel. But I decided that yesterday, if we're gonna take any day off, yesterday would have been a good day to do it. Just because, there was the potential for people having things to do, wouldn't necessarily be around for the message or to tune in live for the message like you may have wanted to. So I said, you know what, let's skip the SIP today. Let people do their thing on their day off. Let me go help these people out. And so I did that. And then I ended up being able to go to a 4th of July get together, a little cookout, a little celebration. That was fun. And I got to see some friends. So it turned out to be a good day yesterday. So for me, at least. So I hope you guys did well yesterday. You had a good day. But today is a little bit different. I don't know what's going on in the chart. Let me pull that up. I haven't even looked at it yet today, even though I said to myself, I might want to do that as, oh, okay. I see why. Okay, today is a little bit different. I mean, sure, if we've been out to, you're exhausted. Yeah, I'm pretty exhausted today as well. And sure, it could have a lot to do with, they could do a lot, it could have a lot to do with the fact that I went to that 4th of July party yesterday. But the fact of that matter is that I got home and was able to get to bed, at a decent time. I am so mismatched today. I'm wearing my Psycho Bunny pajama pants and my Madonna t-shirt that I got at the Rebel Heart tour that I got to go to. The one and only Madonna concert I have ever been to in my life. And I mean, I love Madonna, but I was less than impressed with that one. But anyway, I mean, it was fun. Totally off topic. What was I saying? I totally forgot where I was, you guys. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Diamond Frost. Hi, Ambit. They're opening portals at CERN today. Oh my. What does that mean? So it could be, I feel off today. I feel tired today. Yes, that could have everything to do with the party that I went to last night. Okay, sure. But that's not really it. That's not really it, because I got up this morning. I struggled getting up a little bit this morning, but I did my yoga and my meditation and everything was good. And I got through the love readings for Mystic Unicorn today, which are air signs. So those are currently processing on YouTube right now. So those are going to be released later on today. But something just doesn't feel right today. And I finished my readings for Mystic Unicorn. I made some breakfast. I was sitting there eating breakfast, but like as I was making breakfast, this energy of the day started to shift. And I guess it's because at that point I knew my next step or for the day was the sip. So subconsciously, I feel like I subconsciously tune into things and which I'm not, obviously it's subconscious, so I'm not like completely aware of it. So I start to take it on and I start to feel like it's my own energy. And yes, part of it is my own energy. I definitely feel how I connect with this, but this is a greater collective energy, and it's one of despair. And the energy, what I'm feeling for this energy, you guys, is it probably has a lot to do with the fact that we just had the 4th of July celebration, or at least it's supposed to be a celebration. I don't watch mainstream media or anything, but I heard today that there was an actual shooting yesterday somewhere at a parade. I think 6 people were injured or something like that. Yeah. There's something in the air, and I guess I'm just connecting with those of us in the continental United States, really, even here in Puerto Rico too. So if you are outside of the United States, that doesn't, 6 dead, 31 injured. Yes. Okay. Thoughts and prayers to those people and those families. I want to, to all my people out in the UK and the EU and all that, like around the world. I'm speaking from the perspective of being an American. So there's that, but that doesn't mean you can't connect with this, because really this is a worldwide collective type of energy. There is a certain level of despair, I guess, that's creeping up, or that's becoming more and more prominent. I'm hearing becoming more and more real. And even I today am finding it hard to really connect with source, because I've been able to, lately I've been really good at, oh yeah, I don't read the news much either. I try to keep myself somewhat aware of what's going on, but I stay away from mainstream media for the most part. But anyway, I have been able to, Paul, I've been able to, connect with source, connect with God, connect with spirit in these lower moments. But today it's like they're hard to find. It's been difficult for me to find that center, that source, and then Dante, that source, that stability, that place where it just feels like, and I just know that everything's gonna be okay. It's not like I don't think that, but I think that's how we are at where we are in the collective right now. We don't know what to hold on to. We don't know what base or foundation to hold on to. Some of us in the collective right now feel like we have no base, we have no solidity, we have no foundation, and we're all just free falling. That's kind of the energy that I feel for the collective right now. We're all just kind of free falling. We haven't hit rock bottom yet. We haven't hit the bottom of this chasm yet. Yes, Fire Tribe, I send you the same peace and healing. And I will say that I'm very happy that we are able to have this time for us, for the collective here on my channel and on many other channels too, where we can come together and talk about these energies and have like a sense of community. I'm really grateful for that. And that's really, that was really a focus for me in getting ready for today's session. I definitely consciously thought about the fact that, there's all this fear and despair and sadness and defeated type of energy, feeling at least defeated type of energy flowing through the collective. I'm glad we can take this time to come together and talk about it. So I'm grateful for everyone that is here, whether you are here in the live stream or whether you are watching this after the fact. I'm grateful that you are here. You've come to the right place. Okay, this is a very supportive community. If you are new, for those of you that know, hi Pages. For those of you that know, y'all know this is a really loving, supportive community. All are welcome here. Please, if you need a safe space, you're welcome here. So I'm putting out the APB for this energy to permeate through to anyone that is new here. Okay, for those that need connection or need, I want to say answers, but I also don't want to say answers. Need answers, need a community, need upliftment. You are here. You've come to the right place. Welcome. And if you have clicked onto this video, this reading, completely randomly, and you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Eric. Welcome to Divine Conversations, and you have come to the right place, okay? It is my intention to create this space for us to come together and talk and gain a sense of upliftment that we can take with us for the rest of our days, for the rest of the day, yes, until we come back tomorrow. But I didn't mean that to sound morbid for the rest of our days. Like, yikes, are we gonna die sometime soon? No, that's not what I meant. But welcome. Good morning, Teak. Always grinding. Yep, you needed this today. Excellent, excellent. I'm glad you feel like every morning you're constantly leveling up. You've been making sure to eat high quality food and keep your energy energy up to offset the draining. Yes, excellent. Take the extra time for your own healing and extra protection. It is, in fact, needed now. It is needed now. This really is Spirit is saying, you guys, this is a really great time to go into hermit mode, to be with yourself. Okay, many of us here are in fact empaths and everything. So yes, we feel a lot of what's going on around us. But for those of you that look to empaths for answers or clarity, now is a really great time for you to be spending solitary time, okay? Spending time with yourself, going into a little bit of a hermit mode to whichever degree you feel comfortable with. Hey, hey, DA Studios. But now is a really good time for you to do that, okay? To really spend time with yourself, 1111 on the counter. And specifically, I'm hearing that because you need answers. You will find answers within you, okay? So Spirit is really calling for that. This is a really good time to be in that hermit mode energy. But I just looked at the chart here, and because I wanted to see what's going on in the sky that could be influencing this, because this is a definite shift from yesterday's energy, you guys. I will tell you this, it's a definite shift, okay? Some of the themes of today, as in like my thoughts, are similar to yesterday's energy, but I feel like it's because I was already picking up on the practicality, the strong practical sense that seems to be in the energy for the collective at this time. You're getting back into microgens and not drinking while you work out, while working out more. That's excellent. That is excellent. And that's really kind of the feeling of it today. There's a marked level of practicality. Oh, growing microgreens. There it is. Excellent. There's a marked level of practicality in the air, but that's really where this level of fear and or despair seems to be coming from, because it seems like, I want to say things like we feel like we're up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. We feel like we're just kind of free falling and there is no end in sight. It feels like there's this level of feeling defeated in the air. And like there's nothing that you can really do about it. And when you look at your reality and you try to make some sort of practical game plan or get into a practical mindset or try to focus on what you really could do to help alleviate the situation or make things better, it doesn't seem like there's anything you can do, because it all feels like it's out of our hands right now. Like we literally have no choice or control over or in how things are moving forward. As a collective, as society, whether that's American society or worldwide society, wherever you find yourself in the world. And I'm looking at the chart today, and the moon is at like around 5 degrees of Virgo right now. And so that's where that practical aspect is coming from, okay? That practicality. It's like there's definitely a feeling in the air for the collective of taking this very seriously, looking at our current both personal and collective situations and say, okay, this is it. This is the reality. It is what it fucking is. All right, so what do we do about this? How do we figure this out? How do we make this better? What action steps can we take? How can we streamline this process? How can we heal this thing? What are the practical things that we can do right now in order to fix where society is, or where society feels like it is, or where it seems or it feels like society is going, or more personally, where I feel like I am, or where I feel like I'm going? What is my game plan? Your moon is in Virgo, and that's probably why you're doing okay with it today. Okay, but Ambit, what I also want to say to you is you are probably feeling a little bit of an alleviation. You might be feeling this energy acutely more than the rest of us right now, with you being a practical moon in Virgo, right? And now that the moon is actually in this the constellation of Virgo, I feel like for you, there's a little bit of like a sense of relief. It's not, the pressure isn't so bad, or the feeling or the thoughts or the anxiety isn't so bad. Does that make sense? Feeling like a fallen angel and lost your wings. Oh, Alyssa, that's heartbreaking. You haven't lost your wings, I promise you. We have a lot of planets in their home signs. Hopefully it gets easier. No, it's not going to get easier anytime soon. Not only do we have the moon in Virgo right now, which is making us very practically mindset, giving us a very practical mindset. We also have the moon trining to retrograde Pluto, who is in Sagittarius. That is scary. A trine can be a bad thing, or it can be a good thing. It can be a good thing because, it can be either, because a trine is literally just a mad rush of energy in a specific direction, whether positive or negative, okay? So a trine is, I say, is fairly neutral. It can either be really good or really bad for you, depending on what the situation is. The moon is in practical Virgo. We have a lot of practical issues around us right now as a collective, as a society, and as humans, as individuals, right, in our own individual lives. And on top of that, the moon is trining with retrograde Pluto. So this feels like the downward spiral. This feels like it could be a cause of this downward spiral we are either feeling today or are at risk of at this time or today. Happy Tuesday, you woman, you. You don't even want to go out of the house today. Alyssa, we are on the same page, honey. Okay, today is Tuesday. Today I consider one of my full days to myself that I can spend at home, or like spend it doing things like going grocery shopping, running errands, this, that, and the third. Like, I could go grocery shopping later on today. I actually should go down to the post office because I have a package that I can pick up, but I don't want to leave the house today. And when I think about it, I don't need to leave the house today. I have everything that I need in the house right now. I don't have to leave. And I really don't feel like I want to leave. Peace and love to you as well, Ashley B. I don't want to go out of the house either. It may be a good time to not go out of the house. Pamper yourself as much today. Your energy is 0. You literally cannot. This moon Pluto trine is exhausting. Yes, it is, you woman, you. You could not have said that better. I couldn't have said it better than myself. Now, guys, I probably should have streamed this live from my desktop and I might have made that decision had I seen the chart, but I didn't even start the chart before I got live here. But on top of that, we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other squares that are also happening today. Okay, so everything is challenging. What's squaring off? The sun is squaring off with the moon. The sun is still in Gemini. The moon is in Virgo. The sun and the moon are squaring. Mercury is squaring with Chiron, is making a minor square with Neptune. Venus is sextiling with Chiron. Okay, and quincunxing with Uranus. Okay, what else do we have here? Uranus is still squaring with Saturn. Mars is now squaring with retrograde Pluto. What's going on with Jupiter? The midheaven, I believe midheaven is squaring with Jupiter. It looks like maybe even Mercury may be squaring with Jupiter as well. I mean, like, and my nose hairs are like going through a growth spurt. Sorry guys, that was gross. But like, things are just challenging right now. Okay, the energy is just, the energy is so challenging. It's like everywhere you turn, everywhere you look, there's another roadblock, there's another happenstance, there's another mishap, there's something's going wrong this way, that's not working well this way, this is being challenged, that is being challenged. And with all of this, these are all squares, guys. So you have to find a new way to overcome this. You can't necessarily use your same tools in your toolbox that you normally would use to overcome these situations. So it's like literally, what I want to tell the collective right now is to just stop. And it's funny because while I was hanging my laundry, that's part of why I started late today, because I was making sure I got my laundry hung while I still had sunlight so that it could dry. But I was channeling the collective, and I realized I was channeling the collective, so I went with it. And that's where the title for today came through, because it started with Spirit just saying, just stay calm. Just stay calm, okay? Just relax. It's gonna be okay. And then I started feeling into the energy and feeling what was going through or coming through and what was going on. And then I heard, just stop. Can we just stop? Can we just stop everything? Can we just stop? Let's just stop. I just want to like, just stop. Just put everything down and just stop. Please, for just like 5 minutes, can we just stop doing? Can we just stop trying? Can we just stop trying to make this better and just rest for 5 minutes? That's what I felt. And now that I'm looking at this and I'm looking at the chart, I'm feeling that again. I want to tell everyone to just stop. Just stop trying. Really, just stop trying and allow the universe to work out whatever it's trying to work out. Allow these energies to flow however they are going to flow. Do not try to restrict anything please. Oh man, please do not try to restrict any flow today. I don't care where it's taking you. Like, I understand not letting yourself spiral into a complete manic depressive episode. Okay, I understand that. But do not try to resist anything at this time for no other reason other than for your own sanity. Okay, for your own ease, so that you don't end up doing more damage to yourself or creating more tension for yourself or just creating more difficulty for yourself at this moment. Don't try to resist anything. Keep yourself together. Do your best to keep yourself together. If that means staying inside, locking yourself in the house, closing the doors and the windows and hiding under the covers, then go ahead and do it. Okay? Whatever you need to do to hold yourself together is perfect. Ambit, you said, I don't know if you saw it, but yes, it feels like I see it. I'm accepting the energy that that is so, and dealt with it in a different mindset and perspective. Yeah, that's excellent. That's really excellent. More so overwhelming for you, but it's a great energy. Energy. But you believe it's time to take it slow and move accordingly. Yeah, for months you've been stopping all the stress and rest. Yes, and resting instead of stressing. Yes, don't swim against the current. Part of this feeling that's within the collective right now is we have no control over it. And don't be the fool in reverse. What's up, bros? There's a feeling here of we really don't have that much control. Okay, the only thing we have control over is how we respond to what's going on right now. Even though many of us are really doing our best to manifest the proper way, dream about it, envision it, feel it, take the specific action steps we need to take to receive it, to achieve it, okay? We're doing our best. We're doing the best that we can to try and manifest right now, but what I just heard is the energies right now are, I don't even want to say that, but what I heard is the energies are kind of working against us. The energies aren't really working for us right now. At least the energies that are in control. So now Spirit is taking me to authority. Those that are in authority right now. Our governments worldwide, those who are in control. It's like they're all in control, whether we elected them or whether they are rich or like a billionaire. And so that just gives them a level of power and control arbitrarily without anybody else saying anything about it. But okay, money talks. So there's our society, but they're all in control of everything. What do we do about it? This is where this feeling of despair is coming from. And especially here in the States, we just had the 4th of July. People are not happy. You have the image of the Fool card from the Light Seer Tarot. She's falling backwards off the cliff. Complete trust in the process of falling. It's needed. Yeah, it is very needed. Yes, 100%. We do. It feels like we're free falling right now. So there's really nothing other to do than to focus on your mental fitness. Really look at this as a time of being able to really get some good mental gymnastics under your belt. Okay? Really working on your strength training when it comes to your mind and keeping conscious of your thoughts and holding yourself together. Like, this is a really perfect time to learn about that, to put that into practice, to build some strength in terms of that. Okay? There was definitely a wet blanket over the holiday. You were talking about that with your family. Yes, there was. I mean, we had me and my friends, we still had a good time. But I remember there was one part, I mean, there are some within that group, you know, there are some within this group of friends that I have that are already kind of like, meh, when it comes to that holiday specifically. Like, so it's not like this was anything new or different. It's just the level of meh and like fuck the system 555. The level of that was higher, more accentuated. And there were more people that seemed to be co-signing this time when normal, like it was outside of the normal, you know, your normal individuals. There was a lot more of that sentiment going on. So this is where we are right now. And honestly, all I can say about it, you guys, is all we got to do is just get through it at this point. Relief will come. I'm definitely not saying that we are completely hopeless and that we can't do anything. We can't fix the system. We can't fix our lives. We can't change the situation we find ourselves in. It's just that right now we are in a pressure cooker. With all of these squares that are going on, we are in a pressure cooker for sure. And this pressure cooker is needed because this tension, and to be quite honest, you guys, the pressure is only going to get more and more and more and more and more right now. Okay. It's really not going to be easing up anytime soon. And that is because this pressure is needed, because this pressure is what is helping to break apart what needs to be switched or what needs to be changed or what needs to be fixed or what needs to be healed. It's like a big bang is happening to heal the negative energies and bring in more light. Exactly. But before we can bring in that light, we have to remove the dark structures or the dark infrastructure that has put us collectively and societally, has put us in this position, has gotten us to exactly where we find ourselves now and to exactly where we are starting to see that we are, because a part of the pressure in this pressure cooker is a level of becoming aware of where we are right now as a society. Always Grindin says, Jalen Walker was shot 60 times in Akron, Ohio. 90 plus bullets were shot at him because he was scared during a simple traffic stop. So yes, how do you fix this? Because people are just tired. Yes. Yes. Hold on a second. There's a deck that just caught my attention that wants me to pull from it. I'm gonna go pick it up. Hold on just a second. I think I might want to post an image of today's chart, the chart that I'm looking at right now. I think I'm gonna post it once this live is finished. I'm going to post it in the community tab because I really want you guys to see what I'm looking at on this chart right now. And this definitely would have been one of those days where what is going on? Where I would have streamed from my desktop just so that you guys can see this chart, see what's going on in the sky right now. Okay. When you see it, where do I go for charts? I have a program. It's called Prometheus. It's made by Capricorn, a company called Capricorn, I believe. But the name of the program is Prometheus. But that's where I'm able to draw up daily charts and all the kinds of specific stuff. But it is the same program that is found on the website Mastering the Zodiac, for which it's the true sidereal system. And that's where you can pull up your natal chart or your birth chart. You can't pull up daily charts there. But so I've invested in the program and I use that. So, but anyway, I want to post this chart for you guys because I really want you to see. When you see what's going on with all the squares in the aspect section of the chart, you will literally be able to see the pressure cooker that I'm talking about, that we're in right now. And to be honest with you, it looks like we're being boxed in. It looks like we're in a box. You'll see it later. You'll see it. Oh boy. Oh boy. And now my allergies are acting up. But okay, I'm gonna go. I'm sorry guys. I gotta stop go back again for a second. Because now my allergies are acting up. But the deck that I was called to is this one. The Daily Guidance from Your Angels Oracle deck. It is by Doreen Virtue. Shout out to Doreen, even though you have forsaken us, but that's okay. Anyway, I'll be right back. I decided to grab the rest of my coffee as well. Hi guys. Okay, I'm back. Vengeance is not ours. That's why y'all... What? Vengeance? Excuse me? What is this? I'm so sorry. Hold on. Oh. Well, yeah. I'm sorry. I had to stop for a second and read Precious's comment and see if I could get the proper context. I think I understand where you're going with that. And yeah. There are people really out here trying to play God. And look, I'm not religious in the sense of like, I have never read the Bible. I'm not really into religion that way. I'm more spiritually oriented. So I'm not really like a heaven type of person, but that to each their own. But I'll tell you this, trying to play God is really kind of stupid. And I don't really feel like it's because, let me be careful what I say here. I don't feel like it's because there's some big being or entity that's gonna come down and smite you down for having the audacity to question my authority, blah, blah. No, that's not it. It's that what has given birth to us, the miracle of life that is humanity and the rest of the life that is on the planet, that comes from a level of intelligence that humans are not designed to understand. And humanity has this God complex that has been plaguing us and has been, I just heard, the root of our destruction. That didn't come from me. That came from my guides, from our guides that are, yeah, I'm feeling the tingles. Ooh, this is some tea, y'all. This God complex that humanity has, 33 on the counter. We have got to get over that. I mean, we have got to get over that. Thinking that we know better than Mother Nature, who is able to... First of all, the resilience of nature is out of this frickin' world, okay? Second of all, nature has been developing and growing and expanding and evolving on this planet for billions of years. How on earth do you think you know better than the planet and what? We get food, we get sustained. It's an ecosystem. Everything that you find in nature has a purpose. There is nothing arbitrary about anything in existence on this planet. Even the mosquitoes. Y'all remember we had a whole conversation about what the hell is the point of mosquitoes, blah, 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 blah. There is no such thing as anything arbitrary when it comes to nature. And yet here come the humans talking about, well, I know better than the consciousness and the intelligence that developed all of these living beings around me. We have been, in my opinion, we have been acting as parasites on the planet. I don't feel like that's what we were intended to be, but we are very much acting like parasites on this. We are parasites right now. Rose, we are setting ourselves up for cataclysmic failure, messing with forces not only they or we don't understand, but don't respect. Oh my God, yes. Not only do we have, it would be one thing if we just didn't understand it and we were just bouncing around here like naive fools, but it's not even that. We don't understand it and we don't have respect for it. We don't have respect for it. That is so right. That ego trip that comes with extreme power is rooted in selfish darkness. Yes, absolutely, 100%. Power is another one of those things like money, 555 on the counter, that are neutral. Power is neither good nor bad. Money is neither good nor bad. It depends on who is wielding that power or who has the access to that money and what they intend to do with it. But power does tend to corrupt, just like money tends to corrupt. Oh, and ironically enough, money is power and power is money. Huh, look at that, at least in our world. Interesting. Oh my goodness, no, Blue Flame, I'm so sorry to hear that. Y'all be careful. Blue Flame says be careful out there. She just had her bank card compromised at a gas station. Are we really doing that? Are we running those scams now again too? Y'all? Shit, man. Let's get into some of these cards here for the collective. I definitely want to start with the Daily Guidance Angels because the Daily Guidance Angels Oracle cards, because this deck called to me from across the room. So we're going to get something from here. I just want to get one more card, or just one card. Just one card from this deck for today, and then we'll go forward. Okay, this is what we have. This might be a thing. All right, today's angel card, the angel card for today is Time to Go. This card says the sun sets and rises each day, and it's the same with the avenues in your life. See the beauty within each sunset in your life, and know that the sun will always rise again tomorrow. Endings are merely the start of a new beginning, and we are with you through each phase and cycle. Yes, 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 yes. This is perfect. This is absolutely perfect because we are at the beginning of a sunset right now, is what I want to say. Okay? I feel like we're watching a sunset right now, and we're about to reach a very dark period in our lives. And I don't say that to scare anybody, but like anybody that is even remotely aware of their surroundings right now has got to know that something ain't right and something's about to go down collectively in a big way on a grand scale. I mean, like, you can't be a conscious human being right now and not feel that and not pick up on that right now, okay? So what I'm seeing in this energy is that we're watching the sun go down. We're watching the sun set on a specific day, on an era, on a time period, and things are about to get dark. Things are gonna get dark for a while. Things are gonna be dark for a while because the sun has set. But the sun will rise again, is what this says, okay? And so, and the sun will rise again, and we are here with you through each phase and cycle. These are the angels speaking here, okay? Through Doreen's Virtues cards. I know, it's funny, I know. Whatever, but anyway, so what was I saying? So understand that the angels are with you. Your guides are with you. Your ancestors, your way showers, like God, source, creator, spirit is with all of us. Why? I'm sorry. I'm throwing Doreen under the bus because she used to be this prolific tarot card reader and oracle deck maker and tarot deck maker and like, you know, using big proponent, like one of the biggest diviners of our time period, right? And then all of a sudden, she turned around on us and like completely forsake us and has forsaken tarot card readings and oracle decks and all this stuff, and saying it's of the devil and how she's found Jesus, and like I'm like, you built a whole career off of this. I don't understand that flip. I'm not trying to pass judgment on her, but like, yeah, I'm a little salty on that. But see, that was a thing there was a time period. Do you guys remember? This is a total tangent, but do you guys remember that time period where we had a bunch of readers all of a sudden switch over to being like born again? And we're totally talking like have forsaken tarot card readings and telling us we're all of the devil and blah blah blah, and we're communicating with the devil and all this shit, and like demonizing us as readers and readings as a whole. There was a time period where that was a big collective wave. Yes, they put skimmer devices in the card slider. I can't believe that. Blue Flame, don't you guys remember? That's a scam from like the 90s. I cannot believe we've gone back to that. As you look at all your decks by her. Something this way, wicked this way comes. Gotta hold the spiritual line. This is a place where souls get eaten. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the only reason why I'm making that comment about Doreen. I have nothing against Doreen Virtue. All the love to her. It's just, I just don't understand that switch, honey. Like, I don't understand that flip. Like, where is your integrity, girl? Sorry, I'm passing judgment now. But anyway, back to, and she's exactly, and she's still making money from it. Whatever. What, you know what? We have to stop talking about this because I am about to dive down a rabbit hole that and I'm about to go on a rant that I really don't need to be going on YouTube right now, okay? So, oh, Pages. Okay, well, you just doused my fire, Pages, with what you just said about how she went in it for the wrong reason. You're thinking it's because she went into it for the wrong reasons initially. Okay. I mean, that just put out some of the fire within me because I was about to go on this whole tangent, but whatever. I don't need to go down that path. Let's get back to the cards. Yes. So it's time to go. It's time for our situation to end. As what we see in society right now, it's time for it to end. Okay. And so that's why we're dealing this. The sun is setting on this time period of humanity, and it's gonna be dark for a while. We're gonna go through a nighttime, but the sun will come back and it will rise again, okay? That might be a separate video, Ambit, but also I don't even really know if I need to get myself all worked up about that shit because it's really not even important. It's not worth discussing. It's not worth paying attention to be honest. And it's really just about how, you know, you have people that get into this business. But it's not just card reading. It's all industries. Okay. It's the music. It's the whole entertainment industry, all kinds of, like, people get into these situations for the wrong reasons. And they seem to be the ones who make the most money and then turn around and deface the situation. I mean, like, whatever. I don't need to be getting into that. Let's get into the tarot for the day. Ooh, childcare. Let me ooh, boop. And ooh. That's some tea. That is some tea, honey. Akira, listen. Girl, listen. All right, let's get into some tarot for today. Now that we're 44 minutes. Now that we're 44 minutes into... Oh, don't worry, Ambit. It's all good. Let's get into some tarot for today. Woo. All right, one last shuffle. One last shuffle for today's collective reading. We sure as shit did need this 44 minutes. I know that's right, Pages. Intent and integrity are now the focus. Everyone trying to get the bag via exploitation. Yeah. But that's part of what's coming to light. That's what's part of coming to the surface. That's part of what we are starting to wake up to and what we're starting to see clearly. Okay? Okay. Okay. Okay, 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 and okay. All right, this is not a time to fight with anyone. This is not a time to try and argue with anyone. This is not a time to try and push an agenda. Okay? If you're one of those people that likes to push the people around you to get them to do certain things that they don't necessarily want to do, or if you have a tendency to do that, or if you don't do it, now is not the time. Okay, now is not the time to try and start pushing agendas. We have the Five of Wands reversed. Don't do it. All right? Don't worry about public opinion. Don't worry about what others have to say. This almost feels like every man for themselves, but it's not. If the Five of Wands was upright, then we would be saying every man for themselves, or that would be the energy that it feels like. But it's not. It's reversed. And yet, yes, Alyssa, that's a good way of putting it. Stay in your own lane. Because, and yet, while it's not every man for him, man, woman, and child, man or woman for themselves, it is very much you need to stay in your own space. You need to stay in your own lane. You need to stay in your own home. You need to stay in your own bubble. And I mean just you, and figure out what it is you want to do next. Two of Wands. Or at least, the Two of Wands here represents, if you can't necessarily figure out what direction you want to go in next, now is a time for you to really stop and get very clear. King of Swords, Four of Swords. Get very clear on what your options are in front of you. Okay? Now is not a time to be pushing agendas or trying to argue with someone or something, or Five of Wands in reverse. Now is not the time to try and figure something out or work something out. Now is not the time to try and make something work. This is a very specific message out there for anyone that has the proclivity or the propensity towards pushing an issue to try and get a result. Or if you have someone like that around you, or if you don't necessarily have that, but there is an instance in your life right now in which you might feel like you want to push or force the issue or drive a certain agenda or something like that, now is not the time. Now is not the time to try and work something out. Five of Wands in reverse. Now is the time to get very clear on what is ahead of you. King of Swords, Four of Swords, Two of Wands. What are your options? I'm kind of reading this Two of Wands energy as a kind of Seven of Cups energy, because I feel like there are options around you, or this feels very Seven of Cups because it just feels like there's a lot swirling around, or at least there's like some smoke and mirrors in front of you, or like I feel like you have to take a moment to stop and figure out what's actually in front of you right now. Like, what are you actually dealing with? But it's coming through as a Two of Wands because it feels like you're eventually going to be able to take some action, move in a certain direction. You're going to be able to figure out which way you want to go soon, coming up in the near future. But right now, it's about getting very clear on what your options are to begin with. Okay, that's why it's coming through as the Two of Wands. Figuring out what your options are. But it very well may be more, I don't feel like it's just two options, either left or right. I feel like there's a ton of shit in front of you right now. And that makes sense because that also would be reflective of this Five of Wands energy that's in reverse. There's too much chaos. Okay, there's too much chaos. We're trying to manifest through the BS. We see the truth, but don't know where to go or how to go about it. No oversharing or picking hills to plant crosses on. Yes. You are so welcome, Kiara. I'm so happy that you're here and that this is resonating for you. All right. Yeah, smash that like button for me if you guys are enjoying. What is my sign? Oh, thank you. Well, I am a complete fire sign. I am triple fire. I am Aries double Leo. I am all fire. I'm a big raging ball of fire. So there's let me tell you something. I have enough passion to go around. Okay, overall energy at the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Pentacles. And I'm reading the Ten of Pentacles as, and Spirit is saying the Ten of Pentacles represents this completion. Yeah, fire, whoop, whoop. The Ten of Pentacles represents the end of a cycle. I'm hearing the end of an era. The completion that we're experiencing. Yes, oh my God, yes. Sag, Aries, Sag. I love how, oh my God. Wow, you guys, no wonder we all get along so well. We're all fiery. Well, not all of us, but most of us are. That's awesome. I love that. But I'm reading the Ten of Pentacles as the day that the sun is setting on. The era, the sunset that we're watching. Something is coming to a close. A cycle in society is coming to a close right now. Blue flame, I'm an Aries, I don't care. Girl, hey, that is perfectly valid. You do you, baby. If you feel like more of an Aries, then be that Aries, okay? You're actually, I wonder if your sun has progressed into Aries. But you do have a stellium there, that's right. You have a stellium there. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. I gotta stay connected. I gotta stay in the reading here. All right. Oh, what's underneath the Ten of Pentacles? The Four of Pentacles. Oh, okay. Okay, you guys, looky here. This is what's going on. You have the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, right? Okay. This Ten of Pentacles represents the end of the era that is coming. That is really what I just heard is that is looming. Okay. All right. But then underneath that, you've got the Four of Pentacles to the Nine of Cups. There are literally efforts right now. Yes, Akira, that is everything we thought we knew. That is what's coming to a close right now. But there are 555 on the counter again, but there are still efforts in place right now to hold the system together as it currently stands, the Four of Pentacles. And that's why we're in this pressure cooker. Okay? Because the more we try and resist the inevitable change that's about to happen or that's coming, the more and more resistance is put into it, and thus the more pressure we feel until it all just gives. And we have no choice at that point but to let it fall. And why are these actions being held in place, or do we have these actions being taken to prop everything up? Comfort zone, Nine of Cups. It's what we're used to. It's what we know. I just heard, in some cases, there's a narrative of it was what we were born into. So that's really all that we know. Okay. But that doesn't mean that we can't create something new. Because obviously, what really needs to happen here, continuing at the bottom of the deck, what really needs to happen here is we need to be walking away. Eight of Cups. We need to be letting things change. Because what we are doing effectively what we would be doing is walking away from the devil. The toxicity, the codependency, the low vibrational nature, the evil of it all, if you will, if you want to go so far as to say it that way. So really, Spirit is saying, we do have, oh wow, this completely changes the message. Because Spirit just answered the question that was coming up in the Two of Wands. Where do we go from here? What options do we have from here? This Two of Wands could actually be a yes or no situation. You have two choices here. And the Five of Wands in reverse is saying, stop arguing about it. Stop trying to twist it or contort it. Stop trying to change it. Stop trying to make it into something that it isn't. Stop trying to prop this thing up. Stop arguing the point and choose. Which way are you going to go? Are you going to continue to try and hold this up? Or are you going to walk away from it altogether? Okay? Or are you going to walk away from it altogether? I will tell you this, and this is what the message feels like. Walking away altogether looks like the right step, because underneath that is the Three of Wands. Okay. Yep. I mean, I could continue going. Eight of Swords, Queen of Swords, the Sun. Yeah. What's going on here? Y'all are having all kinds of conversations going on in the chat. What's going on? Huh. Yes, that, I mean, always grinding. That kind of 55-55 on the counter, that kind of makes sense. We have to just, we've got to, I just heard we've got to let the system collapse so that we can rebuild it. Exactly. We got to watch it burn. I mean, there's nothing we can do, right? Our elected officials, our representatives don't even really represent us. So what are we really supposed to be able to do? Like, I don't mean to get political here. I'm not taking political sides. I'm just saying they're all full of shit. And they're the ones that are governing us. They are the ones that they are our lawmakers. So what are we supposed to do? Just let it go. Just let it go. Stop resisting this process, Spirit just said. Stop. Ooh, I don't even know if I want to break into the clarifying deck because we've talked so much. I mean, we've been here for an hour. I feel like enough of the message has come through. So I kind of just want to get to our oracle guidance for today. There's nothing we can do but unite. I would say that. Definitely. Come together. Find a way to be on an equal or level playing ground with your neighbors, with the people around you, with your co-workers, and stand against those that wish to oppress us. We don't have to believe the same thing. We don't have to all see life the same way. But what we can get connected to. Hi, Priya. How are you? But what I feel like we can get connected to is a sense of autonomy and basic human rights. I don't have to have your belief system to know that you are worthy of having a life that is full of freedom and your own preference to do and say whatever the hell it is you want without me telling you what you can or cannot do. That's the problem, though. So many people are trapped in ego. That is the big problem. I feel like that's a big part of this collective pressure cooker we're in. He wish Spirit would put them on their own planet to ruin. I mean, if they go back to Mars, they just might. They just might. Because, people are trying to get to Mars and shit. All right, go on ahead with your bad selves. Go on out there, make all kinds of artificial shit so that you can live on a planet that isn't even alive at the moment, and instead forsake this one and drain and destroy it, but that's fine. I mean, sure. Where's the logical, like, we're talking about being logical, being realistic, being down to earth. Where's the logic in that? Where's the sense in that? Why can't we preserve the planet we have that is set up to sustain life to begin with? I mean, life was being sustained on this planet long before we got here. I just don't understand. I just don't understand. But you know what? It is like a real life Wally, Rose. That is absolutely right. But you know what, you woman, you're right. People are very much my way. I want it my way. And what are we gonna, let's blame Burger King. Don't blame Burger King. Y'all remember when Burger King's, their slogan was "Have it your way"? But that's what mainstream society has, that's what our society has been attuned to. We all wanted our own individual way without thinking about the other individuals that are around you, the other life forms that are around you that are in their own worlds and probably aren't even conscious of you, but their homes and their lives and their livelihoods are being stripped away, are being destroyed, all because some fucking humans over here want it their way and don't care who they have to walk over to get it. That's our society, you guys. That's why it's all coming down. Like, why can't we take responsibility for this? That's the hard thing. That is the thing, taking responsibility for ourselves and our actions. Instead, everybody wants to blame everyone else. And you don't see that any more clearly than in our politics of today. Nobody wants to take responsibility for some shit that went wrong under their jurisdiction. No, and this isn't something that's new. This is not new. Our whole situation has been built on this. Bickering back and forth like children when they're grown-ass adults, supposed to be leading countries. I would love to do that as well, Alyssa. That has been a dream of mine for a long time. For all the technical advancements we've made, we use none for the improvement of the planet, but to build more control and needless consumption. Yes, Rose, yes. A car just drove by me with the license plate that says Fifth Element. Oh, shit! Are you serious, you woman, you? That's fantastic. I mean, I love that fucking movie, but think about, that's so perfect. Think about the premise of that movie. Hi, Monique. Think about the premise of that movie. The fifth element was this living being who came to Earth to fight the ultimate evil, but who almost faltered in her moment of duty because of all the destruction and the lack of love that humanity is or has been. We don't have to be this way. But there was no love anywhere. And she almost didn't do her job that she was created to do because there was no love. And her theory was, why should I save life? Why should I do this? There's nothing but destruction. Why would I want to save this? What is there to save? And Lilu had a goddamn point. The fifth element was love, exactly. Love is literally what brought us into existence to begin with. Love is the glue that holds everything together. Love is the reason that there is life. Love is the reason why there is an existence at all, whether it's physical or non-physical. It's all because of love. One of my favorite movies of all time, too. Absolutely, one of my absolute favorite movies of all time. Of course, you know what's interesting? I'll throw that movie on at night, like when I'm watching, like when I'm eating dinner or something like that, and I always fall asleep. Because it's a long movie. It's like a 2.5-hour movie or some shit. But I always fall asleep right before they go to the airport to fly to Floston Paradise. Like, the last scene I always see is that scuffle between Zorg and the priest, Vidu Cornelius. right before they all go and like, well, no, actually, that's not the scene right before. The scene right before that is when they go back to Corbin's place and Corbin is enlisted, but then also they, Lilu and the priest come and like the priest steals his ticket, blah, blah, blah. I always fall asleep right at the same time, every time. And my favorite part of that movie is when they go to Floston Paradise and when we meet Ruby Rod for the first time, like when he's doing his radio show on the plane, like that's my favorite part of the movie. From there to when Plava Laguna performs, favorite part of the movie. And I always fall asleep right before that. But it's all right. I've seen it like a million times. It doesn't matter. That was a total sidebar. Turtle Diary. It's on YouTube now. Okay. The scene that comes to mind is the bar scene. You want some more? and Vito Cornelius is describing how precious and how strong yet fragile the fifth element is. And he turns to this robot and he goes, "Do you know what I mean?" And the robot goes, "No. You want some more?" Yes, that is a hilarious scene. That's in the airport, yeah. Anyone? No! Oh my God, Akira, I have heard so many things about that movie. The Man That Fell to Earth. I've heard so many things about that movie, 555 again, and I have not seen it yet. I want to see it. Oh my God, so funny. 80s baby, whoop whoop. I really, to be honest with you, even though I was born in 87, I consider myself to be a 90s baby because I'm like the bulk of my childhood, well, all of my childhood was in the 90s. You know, I was 3 years old in 1990. So like literally I grew up in the 90s. Oh, Blue Flame, you haven't seen Stranger Things? I love that movie. That show. It's a TV series. Oh, okay. I feel like we're totally off tangent. Let me get some closing oracle guidance. Let me close out this reading. For those of you that are here that are like, are we done with the reading? No, we're not. I want to get closing oracle guidance, but we were totally on a total tangent there. Sorry, guys. We were vibing. Okay, all right. Yeah, watch Stranger Things. It's awesome. I love Stranger Things. I absolutely love it. Especially this 4th chapter. Let me tell y'all something. I cannot wait for the next installment on that chapter because this is some twisted ass shit. Ooh, okay, all right. I see you on that. I feel you there. But let me tell you, this is some twisted ass shit that's going on here. I mean, it's always been twisted, but yeah, now. Anyway, you just watched that movie with your 17-year-old daughter a few weeks ago, yeah? All right, last shuffle. Let's get some closing oracle guidance. There it is right there. Watch it be something we've already seen. Ah, okay. Card number 35. Ascended Master Babaji and Diamond. So it shall be. All right. Ooh. Okie dokie. Closing oracle guidance for today. So it shall be. We bring you the blessing of so it shall be. There are times when you will go through your life journey without any sign of what's going to happen. You may be working hard to heal an issue or build your dream and not really know if you are ever going to be successful. You may hope for the best, but not know whether you should really expect the worst. You may sense that the universe is asking you to trust in how things are going to turn out, and yet giving up your uncertainty is difficult. This is that moon in Virgo energy, you guys. Let me say that again. You may sense that the universe is asking you to trust in how things are going to turn out, and yet giving up your uncertainty is difficult. That is the moon in Virgo if I have ever heard it. Okay? That usually means that total and uncompromising commitment is difficult too. Where there is uncertainty, there is often hesitation and procrastination. Spirit doesn't want you to miss out on your dreams because you lack faith and therefore are holding yourself back from, quote, going for it with all you have within. So you are being given the blessing of divine decree, of absolute confirmation of success and the divine granting of a wish fulfilled. Switch your thinking from possibility to inevitability. It is not a question of if, but when. Know that you are going to succeed and commit yourself completely. Don't hold back. Go for it with gusto. According to divine will, you shall manifest the highest expression of your divine destiny this lifetime. So it shall be. There is more to this I want to read. So I'm going to read more of this, you guys. So if you're interested in tuning into this, to hear this, please sit tight, because I definitely want to read more of this. Yes, so here we go. At a certain point on the spiritual path, a soul reaches a level of evolution where it becomes capable of loving and trusting the divine to such an extent that it will not turn away from anything that life asks of it. It serves unconditionally. The will within such a soul has become a diamond will, developed through initiation and struggle. It takes lifetimes upon lifetimes, like the slow, steady pressure that creates a natural diamond. There's that pressure cooker again. For the impact of the world and the tests of spiritual initiation to create undeniable strength in the soul. That spiritual toughness prevents the soul from yielding to fear or doubt, and instead allows it to trust unconditionally in the workings of the divine, even if those workings are not understood. Even if there are things asked of the soul that are difficult or challenging, it will not turn away from unwavering trust and devotion to the divine. At this stage, the operation of free will has merged with divine will. The state of trust and surrender within the soul to the workings of the divine is so complete that there is only one will, unconditional love, that is at play. Let me say that again. The state of trust and surrender within the soul to the workings of the divine is so complete that there is only one will, unconditional love, that is at play. The choices the soul makes are the choices the divine makes. There is no separation. This is how it becomes possible to know your highest destiny. What speaks through your heart is the divine. This oracle asks you to act on the truths of your heart with total assurance. It is the urging of the universe you feel within your sacred heart. There shall be divine intervention, protection, assistance, and if needs be, miracles that move heaven and earth, so this divine urging shall come to life in the world. Wait, it gets better. If you thought that perhaps this is your last lifetime on earth, or the ending of a chapter in your life, so I'm reading that as the ending of a chapter in humanity, then this oracle brings confirmation. Continue to surrender wholeheartedly into the experience of your life. Embrace all that is. Hold nothing back. This is not a time to keep things in reserve. If you are going to honor this lifetime or this chapter as the ending of a spiritual cycle, do not let it end with even one note of your soul song unsung within. Share your light. Live your truths without needing permission or acknowledgement from any other. Be true to yourself. Don't play small. Surrender into love. Work hard. Love yourself and let the universe love you and help you in all ways. There is nothing too difficult or big for the universe to resolve if you ask for help and then allow it to happen. If you've been asking a question of the universe, this oracle says yes in all capital letters with an exclamation point. It is an encouragement, a green light, a go for it. Ask for signs you can follow and take the steps you can take with clear intention and an open heart. There we have it, guys. There is our message for today. I hope this was helpful for you. Yes, shine bright like a diamond. Oh, excellent. Your timeline is shifting. You know, I feel like that's the big thing, you guys. I feel like that's really the big thing right now. I feel like collectively our timelines are shifting. For everybody, the timelines are shifting. But I also feel, because part of this energy here, this Five of Wands in reverse, feels like a reshuffling. I feel like we're being split up, shuffled up, cordoned off, divided up by the universe, by sorted out, being sorted out by our vibration, by the universe. And yeah, I forget what, who said it. Somebody mentioned that in the beginning this 555 on the counter again. Let me stay focused. The universe is dividing us up or shuffling, what was the word that I used? Is sorting us up, sorting us out by our vibration. And what it is, we're in an energetic and vibrational alignment to and or with. And a lot of the things that we're seeing in the world right now that we really don't want to have as an element of our lives is really scaring us at this time, but we are being shifted around, moved around, okay? Everything is going to work out. I feel like that's also a big part of why we really shouldn't fight against this right now, okay? It was Diamond. Yes, Diamond mentioned CERN earlier in the live stream today. I hadn't heard about that until Diamond mentioned it, but I actually don't know much about CERN. I'll have to look into that. It's really not about who's right or wrong, Blue Flame. You're absolutely right, because because literally the idea of get ready for a hot take, y'all. Okay, this is a very unpopular opinion, but it's not even really an opinion. It just feels like it's the truth. Well, it is the truth. Well, also the truth is subjective. But what's right or wrong is literally one of the most subjective things you can ever discuss. There is no, I used to say this all the time, there is no such thing as right or wrong. It just depends on your perspective of it. It just depends on how you want to handle it. CERN has the capacity to open up nasty portals. Oh. Sorry, I got some cards for myself. A message came through for me that I needed to pay attention to. Thank you, Spirit. Anyway. Oh, hey, Claudia. Well, it is what it is, man. We're just gonna have to let these things happen. I don't know what can we do about it? We can't. Cards are just flying all over the place today. You little shit. Ooh. Thank God for long pants. All right. Okay. Okay, guys. I think that's it for today. I'm going to go chill out. Get some meditation going. But look out for love readings on Mystic Unicorn later today. And I hope you guys have a good day. Yeah? I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you can find a way to feel a little better, find a way to take it a little easier, find a way to go with the flow a little bit more. No, don't leave. Oh, I'm so grateful. I love you too. I love you all so much. Thank you for rocking with me for so long. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. But I honestly, I don't even really know what to talk about anymore. And I just want to like, I don't know. But that's the energy, right? That's what this feels like, right? I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. But I don't know. I want to move forward. Let's move forward, yeah? Enjoy your day, guys. I love you all so very much. Thank you for being here. I hope this was helpful for you. Please make sure to smash that like button for me if you haven't done so already, and please subscribe if you're new. Nope. No, you're not crazy. We're not crazy, I promise you guys. And I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah? Excellent. Bye, guys.